Good morning. This is English 8 for Tuesday, and we are going to look at what your homework was. We're going to check it together. Your homework actually asks you to identify the parts of speech for a few different types. I ask you to do every word in this sentence. So let's look at them. Remember, you have to think about its job in the sentence as well. Number one, it says the eagle is considered very special in many Native American cultures. First thing we do when we analyze a sentence is to find the prepositional phrases. So the prepositional phrases in many American cultures, okay? The second thing we always do is find our verb. What is the verb? It is considered. Is considered is the verb. So we're going to write a V above each one. Who or what is considered? Eagle. Now, that makes eagle our subject, but what part of speech is the subject? It is a noun, okay? We know that it's a noun because it is a person, place, thing, or idea. What is the word the? The describes eagle. Which eagle? The eagle. The word the is always an adjective. Okay, next we have the word very. Very tells us to what extent is the eagle considered. He's considered special, but to what extent is very? So very, since it tells us to what extent, is an adverb. Now we also know that the word very is an adverb because it's always an adverb. Okay? Okay, now we have the word special. Special tells us what? Okay, look at the sentence. The eagle is considered very special. Who or what is special? The eagle. So special is describing eagle. It is an adjective. You know that the word in is the first word of a prepositional phrase because you said in many Native American cultures. So what is the word in? It is a preposition. Okay? Since in is the preposition and it's a prepositional phrase, it must have a prepositional object. It must have an object to the preposition. What is our object? It is the word culture. Culture is the object of the preposition. If it is an object, it must be what part of speech? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? An adjective? An adverb, a preposition, an interjection, or a conjunction. It is a noun because a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Okay, now we have the word many. Many describes cultures, and cultures is a noun. So if the word many tells us how many, okay, it's describing a noun. The word many is an adjective. Look at the next. Native American. What does Native American goes together? Okay, and Native American tells us what? It tells us about the cultures. Again, cultures is a noun. So Native American is an adjective, okay? We're going to write ADJ for adjective above each of them. I hope you found each one of those words and got them correct. If you didn't, I hope you now understand why they are what they are. Let's look at the last sentence. Sentence, I think for you, is number 5. The mighty sequoia tree is named for the Cherokee leader who helped develop an alphabet for his people. Prepositional phrases are for the Cherokee leader and for his people. Now, there's another word in here that's going to help us out a lot because it's going to help us identify a large chunk of our sentence. Did you find it? It is our relative pronoun, who. A relative pronoun introduces a what? It introduces a clause, an adjective clause. Who helped develop an alphabet for his people is an adjective clause. It's a dependent clause. So let's go up to the top of our sentence. The mighty sequoia tree is named for the Cherokee leader who helped develop an alphabet for his people. What is the verb? Is named. Okay? And what else? Helped. Helped develop. Okay? Who or what is named? Who or what is named? The tree, the sequoia tree. Now, in this case, it's going to be sequoia. So sequoia is our, it's tree. Tree is the subject, so it is our noun. What is sequoia? It tells us which tree, so it is an adjective. What kind of sequoia was it? It was a mighty sequoia. So mighty is also an adjective. What about the word the? Which tree? The tree. All of these words, the mighty sequoia, all tell us which tree. It was the tree. It was the mighty tree. It was the sequoia tree. Okay? Now, let's go down here. For the Cherokee leaders, what is the word for? For is a preposition. Since the word for is a preposition, what must the last word be? It's the object, so it must be a noun or a pronoun. In this case, it's the word leader. Leader is a noun. What about the word the? The word the is always an adjective. What does Cherokee tell us? Cherokee tells us what kind of a leader. And since leader is a noun, Cherokee is an adjective. Okay, let's go down to this last part. Who helped develop an alphabet for his people? Who is the subject of our clause, but it's also a what? A relative pronoun. So the word who is a pronoun. We already said that helped and developed is a verb, and is a what? It's always an adjective. We said that the word alphabet, an alphabet. Alphabet is a noun. For his people is a prepositional phrase. So the word for is a preposition. Well done. And the last word is an object. In this case, it's the word people. Is the word people a noun or a pronoun? It is a noun. Okay? What about his? His can sometimes be an adjective, and sometimes his is a pronoun. Which one is it here? It is a adjective because it tells us which people. Okay, it tells us which people. His people, whose people, his people. So it is an adjective. I hope you did well on those sentences. Turn the page for me in your book to page 216. Recognizing phrases. Now, we know that there are prepositional phrases, participial phrases, gerund phrases, infinitive phrases. Today, you are going to do exercise K. You are going to identify the phrases already highlighted for you by italicized, okay? The italicized words are a phrase. You're going to tell me what kind of phrase it is, and then how's it used, okay? In other words, if it's a gerund, it's going to be used as a noun. If it's a participle, it's going to be used as an adjective possibly. If it's a preposition, it might be an adjective, it might be an adverb. You're going to go through all of the phrases. The phrases, again, are in italicized. Tell me what kind of phrase it is. Look for those keys. Does it have an ing word? Does it begin with the word to? Does it begin with a preposition? How are we going to know what kind of phrase it is? First, tell me what kind of phrase it is. Then second, in the second column, how is it used? Look at exercise L. It says identify each clause. In this clause, is it a noun clause? Is it an adjective clause? Or is it an adverb clause? Remember, noun clauses are going to be introduced with a certain set of words. Adverb clauses are introduced with subordinating conjunctions. Adjective clauses are introduced with a relative pronoun. So look at how it's introduced, then how is it used? Are these words the direct object? Are these words describing something? That will tell you what kind of clause it is. I want you to do exercise K and L. And yes, I know these two exercises are going to cause you to think. That's okay. I want you to think about it. I want you to do your very, very best. We will go over them, and I will review it with you, but I need to know how much you remember on your own, okay? So do exercise K, exercise L, and we will check them in our next video. Make sure that when you do the English homework that you are very, very precise. If I put a colon, you put a colon. If I put a space, you put a space. It needs to be exactly what Mrs. Turner put on there. That way the computer will know exactly that our answers match, okay? Be careful when you're typing. Have a good day.